On June 26, 2024, in Nairobi's Mukuru slums, Josephine Mlongo Owino wakes up like it's just another ordinary day. She tells her sister, "I'll be back in a few minutes. Can you watch my little one?" Her 3-year-old son stays behind with her sister, and Josephine walks out the door. But from that moment, no one ever sees Josephine alive again. Days passed, and Josephine's family starts to panic. They report her disappearance to the police. The police start searching. They question everyone in her life. They even check immigration records to see if she's left the country. But there's no sign of Josephine. Days turn into weeks, and her case becomes a complete mystery. Is she alive? Has something terrible happened to her? No one has the answers. Her case is now officially a missing person case, but as time passes, it looks like it may go unsolved, and then something unbelievable happens.
I was sleeping when I saw her. She looked angry, asking me, "My sister, why are so many people coming into my house? Why are you discussing me so much?" She looked upset. Then, in this dream or vision, she started hitting me so hard. It felt so real. I didn't know if I was awake or asleep. Then I heard her voice again telling me, "Come, let me show you my new home."
Paris wakes up completely shaken. Was it a dream, or was her sister reaching out to her from beyond? The next day, Paris has another strange experience.
"Paris, come and take your sister's body. Take it home and make sure she never leaves again."
Confused and scared, I start wondering if Josephine is trying to send me a message about her fate.
It's not just Paris who experienced this strange vision. Josephine's niece Winnie also has a dream, one that changes everything.
Kwa majina naitwa Winnie Achim.
I am Winnie, and Josephine was my aunt. One night, she came to me in a dream. Yes, you heard that right. She came to me. The first time she said, "Hello, I am coming. Please hold on." I saw her so clearly, and then she disappeared. The second time she said something even more disturbing. She asked, "My sister, why did you leave me out here in this cold? They stabbed me over and over in my stomach. I'm in so much pain." She told me they had dumped her in a quarry. She even mentioned that Paris, her sister, would know this quarry. It was where they used to play together as kids. I wasn't around when all of this happened, so I traveled to meet Paris. I shared my dream with her, and to my shock, she had seen the same things. Josephine had spoken to her too, with the same message. It was as if she was leading us both to her. That was the moment we knew we had to act. We gathered our friends and family, and we went straight to the quarry Josephine had described as her new home. When we got there, the sight was horrifying. We saw plastic bags, many of them scattered near the quarry. The smell was unbearable. Flies swarmed everywhere. As we opened the bags, we discovered bodies, one after another. Each body was in a different stage of decomposition, wrapped tightly in plastic, showing signs of torture. It was sickening. As the days went on, we found more and more bodies. The situation became so overwhelming that we had to ask the government to provide masks. The smell was too much to handle, and the sheer number of bodies we found kept growing each day. We searched tirelessly for my aunt, but there was no sign of her at first. Then, on the following day, we finally found her body. Everyone was there. We confirmed it was her, but we were devastated. Her body was so decomposed that it was nearly impossible to recognize her. We had to carry out an autopsy, and finally, they told us, yes, it was her. We were all in shock. No one wanted to believe it was really her. We had held on to hope that maybe we would see her again, alive, and to find her this way, among 11 other bodies, It was a nightmare.
Josephine's body was found, but the question only grew. Who killed all these people? Why were they targeted? And how did Josephine, an ordinary woman, end up among those marked for death? Was there a hidden connection among the victims? This haunting mystery raises bigger questions. Is it possible for the dead to communicate with the living? Could Josephine's spirit truly have solved her own murder? And if so, is this a gift given to only a few? Countless cases remain unsolved. So why doesn't every spirit speak up? Why don't all cases find justice this way? Is there a life after death? And if there is, what is its purpose? As these thoughts weigh on my mind, I find myself wanting to meet one man who can shed light on this case, the man who claimed to have uncovered all 12 bodies in Quarry.
I was sleeping when my phone started ringing. I woke up, picked up the phone. "Hello," I said.
"Harry, please help me."
"What's going on?"
On the 25th, when the Gen Z protests started, I lost my child.
"What? You lost your child?"
Yes. And I've been having terrible dreams. In the dreams, my child tells me he was dumped in a cave, the same cave where you once rescued that mother and her son. They tortured him, wrapped him in a plastic bag. I need you to help me, please. Help me find out if my dream is real."
But Mom, how can I help you? I don't know how to translate dreams, and I'm not a medium. I don't talk to the dead.
But you're a volunteer. Please, just go and check for me.
This was not a task a volunteer should do alone. I asked the police for support. I waited, but nothing. It was taking too long. So I called my guys, grabbed a simple rope, no oxygen, no protection, and I went down by myself. Yes, I mean it. Just me. I thought I was going to find one person's body. Instead, I uncovered a mass grave. There were plastic bags everywhere, each one wrapped tight. As I opened the bags, I saw body after body. It wasn't just one. I looked around and saw another and another. I realized then, this was no single-person crime. By the end of that first day, I had counted 8 bodies. I demanded the police come and investigate. This was too serious, and they couldn't ignore it. The next day, government officials arrived. This time, soldiers were stationed everywhere, preventing anyone from touching the bags. That's when I began to suspect something bigger was going on. As I stood there examining the bodies, I saw a pattern. Most of the victims were women, and every single one of them had the same cut, a small, precise cut below the belly button. That's when I realized I was facing something I couldn't handle alone. I was getting too close to something dangerous, and I had to make a choice. If I kept going, I could end up arrested, or worse. This case was becoming too intense, and I was risking my life with every step. So, to save myself, I had to stop.
Have you ever had a dream where a ghost spoke to you? Maybe a voice from beyond, guiding you to a hidden truth?
Me? No, not really. I haven't experienced it myself. Only that woman who called me. At first, I thought she was just distraught, just imagining things. But then I went to the quarry and discovered the bodies. Her dream was real. She was right. Completely right. And then, something even stranger happened. Another family came forward, claiming that their sister, Josephine, had also spoken to them. And not just to one person, but to 2. They said she described exactly where to find her. We opened the bags and Yes, she was there, wrapped in plastic, tortured and killed.
Since this case started, every day has brought new unsettling details. Rumors spread quickly, with citizens growing suspicious. Some accused the government of having a hidden hand in these murders. Others suspect a connection with the recent Gen Z protests, adding fuel to the fire of speculation. In July 2024, following public pressure, the police released a preliminary report. They revealed that they had found at least 12 dismembered female bodies in an abandoned quarry in Kware, a neighborhood in Nairobi's Mukuru slums. The bodies, all in different stages of decomposition, were wrapped tightly in plastic and showed clear signs of torture and mutilation.
Of course, this started in 2022, the confession from Collins himself.
Ancestral home of the main suspect in the Kware killings, that is Collins Jumaisu.
Collins Jumaisi Kalusha.
Collins Jumaisi.
In a shocking turn, the prime suspect, Collins Jumaisi, confessed on July 15, 2024. He claimed responsibility for the murders of 42 women, including his own wife, and admitted to dumping their bodies in the quarry. But despite his confession, only 12 bodies were ever recovered. As of November 4th, 2024, this case has only grown more mysterious. Collins Jumaisi, the very man who confessed to these gruesome killings, managed to escape police custody.
New details on how 13 suspects escaped from Gigiri police station.
Collins Jumaisi na wenzake 12 wametoroka rumande.
On August 20th, he fled from the Gigiri police station in Nairobi, escaping alongside 12 other detainees by cutting through a wire mesh in the cell's basking bay. An investigation pointed to insider involvement, leading to the arrest of 5 police officers charged with aiding the jailbreak. In an effort to recapture Jumaisi, the Directorate of Criminal Investigation (DCI) issued a cash reward, urging the public to share any information. But despite these efforts, Collins remains at large. The public distrust only deepened. Opponents of the Kenyan government began speculating that this case is much bigger than Collins Jumaisi himself. Some believe that powerful figures are pulling the strings, while others suggest that the government might be using this horror as a tactic to intimidate and silence those who protest. Many people see Collins not as the mastermind, but as a pawn, a scapegoat potentially paid to confess and draw attention away from a larger conspiracy. Despite journalists' attempts to uncover Collins' background, his own relatives barely recognized him, leaving the public even more baffled.
Sijadhibitia by the way kama ndio hata huyo, kwa sababu sinakwambia majina kwanza mawili yote tofauti. Catherine Shiusa na Collins Jumaisi, unaona? Penye kama hii jina iliokotwa Collins Jumaisi. Ani hata kuna venye haishikani.
On July 15th, the mother of Jumaisi's first victim recorded her statement at DCI headquarters, where she spoke poorly of her daughter and emphasized her daughter's relationship with Jumaisi, but her words only fueled suspicion.
Imelda ni msichana wangu, second born wangu. Kuna brother wangu mwingine anaitwa Boni, tulikuwa tumeongea na yeye jana na juzi, hakukuwa ameniambia chochote. Akaniambia huyo Imelda kuna jina lingine anaitwa Akinyi. Akaniambia Kinyia amekatwakatwa. Nikamwambia mimi sijasikia. Shiko na mstuko na wasiwasi nyingi. Akisema nikiwa huko ndio nikapigiwa simu nikuje niandikishe hapa statement.
And then on July 16th, Collins told the court that he had been tortured by police to confess, casting even more doubt on the case.
He was subjected to molestation, torture, and the confessions the public is being treated to, admittedly having murdered around 42 persons.
His escape shortly after only added to the controversy. Now, the case of these mass murders remains unsolved. The most shocking part of this case is that after helping their families locate their bodies, none of the victims have given any clues about who killed them. No further details have emerged to help solve the murders, even though Josephine and others seem to speak from beyond the grave to guide their loved ones to them. This leaves us wondering, do spirits have the power to fully solve these cases, or was this simply a one-time communication? Will they speak again, or have they chosen silence? What are they waiting for? And why haven't they spoken up to reveal the full truth? Have they accepted their fate, choosing peace over justice, leaving us all to grapple with unanswered questions, or is there more to come? Who knows? May their souls rest in peace. If you have any ideas, thoughts, or theories, share them in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this one. I am Nameless Campos and you're watching Afrimax English. Let's meet in the next video.